Hey guys, how the frig's it going? Welcome to another one of these vlogs of mine. Let's just say it's currently Tuesday, and yesterday was the first day I went into work. Holy shit, people. I had to take the weekend off. I was sicker than hell. Yeah, I felt like I had the bubonic plague or something. One of the guys at work got... The fuck was that? How the fuck did you get in there and close the door? Okay, well, I'll leave it open so you can get out. You know what? I'll make it easier for you. Holy shit, you just like... I gotta go through this thing and throw a bunch of junk out. But, you should be able to get out on this side, okay, dude? For Frig sakes. But anyway, yeah, one of the guys at work, he got real sick on Tuesday. I remember that Tuesday, Wednesday, he was coughing up a storm. And I was like... Why are you even in here if you're that sick? And he's like, oh, well, you know, I can still work and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, despite the my figlet for being at work, he got me infected in those 2 days. And, I was super sick. Yeah, I didn't go into work Saturday and Sunday. So on Thursday, you remember when I said, I got called into work, but I didn't answer my phone and it's after 4, so I'm not going in? Well, that was the reason why, is because finally the bubonic plague caught up to him. Oh, it hurts to cough right here. This thing right here hurts. This thing right here hurts. But, yeah, he got super sick and called it quits. I just saw Scampers run by, so I can close this now. I wish it actually closed properly, though. That'd be nice. I'll have to find a way to clip it shut or something, or put something in there so it doesn't open. I wonder if I can wedge this here piece of wood in here. There, that'll keep it shut. I'll show you what I'm doing afterwards. Okay, so let's see if we can keep her out of there, because she goes in there and she wrecks shit. I don't want that. But anyway, I have no idea what the hell I was talking about before I got distracted by her running out of there. But, yeah, so he called in sick on Thursday, leaving Bruce to work by himself. Then I called in sick on Saturday and Sunday, leaving Bruce to work by himself. Only to find out yesterday when we went into work, he called in sick. So I talked to Oreo's vet about that Sentinel shit. You know, the tablets you give them instead of the drops. And, I don't know. I think it's a scam. But the vet said that they don't carry that product in Canada. It's actually not permitted in Canada due to some regulation or some nonsense. Hurry up and go poop, dude. Quit fucking around. Apparently due to some regulations and shit, it's banned in Canada. Or Revolution is the one they sell. I personally think they get a kickback for every prescription of Revolution they push. And they're just making money off of us by selling us whatever the fuck the Vet Pharma is pushing that week as the flavor of the month for flea and tick control. So, I don't know. One day my dog will grow half a brain. Maybe then he'll go for shits when he's outside. I already know he's going to shit the carpet because he's a little asshole like that. Oh, well, whatever. I don't even think I completed a single thought. So anyway, about the whole sick thing. My brain still feels like it's fucking clouded. Like, feels congested. I've been using this shit. Acetaminophen to keep the fever down, and every once in a while I stack it with a little white balance, a little allergy formula, friggin' allergy pills. Yeah, give her a blast of that, and keep me decongested long enough. On Thursday was when I felt it. That's when they called me in, and I was like, oh, I don't want to go into work. And that night I was in a hangout with Tommy and them, and all of a sudden my throat started getting sore and sore and sore, and I'm like, what's going on? Why is my throat getting sore? I was about to blame my dart because I was e-darting and I was hitting it pretty hard, and I was about to blame darting, and then I realized, no, this is something else happening. And then Friday when I got up, I had like no speech. I was like, something was wrong. So I was like, okay, this sucks, you know. Obviously I didn't realize. I was like, okay, this sucks. And then as throughout the day I took the allergy pills and stuff, had more naps. My voice came to, I'm like, oh, okay, well I feel a lot better now, so let's fucking do a live show. And we did the live show that night, and during that live show you can hear me coughing, like I'm like I was like back when I was like smoking cigarettes, I was coughing pretty hard. So when I got up Saturday morning I was completely devastated. I said fuck it, called in sick. Sunday, called in sick. And then I went into work Monday. And for some reason my boss thinks that because I didn't come in on Thursday, I owe him a doctor's note saying I can come back to work. But Thursday was my day off. See, at work, if you're sick 3 consecutive days in a row, you're required to go to your doctor and get a release paper. I, however, wasn't sick 3 days in a row. I was sick 2 days in a row, and I had 2 days off prior to being sick. Therefore, well, prior to calling in sick, I was sick on the 2 days off too. Like, this was a bad weekend for me. No, I bought 24 beer. I got 20 left in the fridge. I drank 4 on Thursday night, and that was it. 2 when I barbecued, and oh, there's a tickle in my throat. And 2 when I had my supper. That's it. 4 friggin' beer. I still got 20 in the fridge for next weekend. But honestly, I'm thinking about starting to ramp her down on the drinking. Fuck it. I have a beer now and then. Not a big deal, but no more of this drinking 15 fucking beers and getting completely obliterated, you know. Oh, it was a rough night at work. Come home, have a pipe and a beer. Perfect, you know, but none of this come home and drink a fucking 8-pack and then, you know, polish off a second 8-pack type operation. Yeah, I gotta ramp her down to the beer, ramp her up on the pipe. I was thinking of installing a baby gate at the bottom of the stairs just to keep this fur bag from laying up here, because he sits at the door at night when I'm sleeping and starts kicking and whining and being a dog, and it's annoying. I won't let him in there to sleep with me on the bed because, like, he'll lay down there, right? And then he just starts, like, running on the spot. And last night was like, all I heard was, ma, 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 ma. He's, like, barking in his sleep. Freaking annoying. I don't know what your problem is, dude. You're freaking annoying. But he's so fucking cute, and he knows it, too, the little asshole. What'd you say? What does that mean? I don't understand. Speak English. She has a mark on the side of her face, too, and she has a mark on her neck. I treated it with the... It's starting to come back. It's starting to look a little better. She won't let me get an angled shot, but it's looking a little better, but it's still fucked. I gotta keep an eye on it too. The vet said that if it starts looking pussy and shit, to get her back in there. Because obviously, there's something else going wrong. I think this weekend, on my weekend off, we're gonna deal with this fucking mess. I'm gonna put these old computers away because I'm not gonna be using them anytime soon. One of these days I should be tackling that closet. We'll probably save that for a winter project, and I want to tackle up there because you know what? How deep is that? I bet you the computer would fit up there. And I just got a bunch of junk in there, so yeah, because I want to clear off this freezer. I probably need to defrost it. I haven't done that in a while. Bet you everything there is just congealed ice. Fuck. But yeah, I want to get all these desktops off of here. I don't even know if they work. Get them off of here. Get all this shit off of here. Clean off that freezer. Clean that out. So that'll probably be a weekend thing because it's supposed to fucking rain this weekend. Lovely. Because we love it when it rains. But anyway, I need to rock a quick shit. Then we're going to make a lunch and get off to work. So I sprayed here and over here and over here and over here with my homemade weed killer. And it seems to be working pretty good. So that's friggin' awesome. Way cheaper than Roundup. Just wish my spray can was a little bit better than... Oh yeah, and I sprayed over there too. And all along here. I just wish my can sprayed a little harder than what it does. But whatever. Let's get out of here. Time to head off to work and possibly get yelled at by the boss for not breaking the rules. Let's go. Also, today's E-Dart is the iStick 50 with the Kanger sub tank. Just chooching. Some people were saying in the comments that the drops aren't as good as the tablets because the Sentinel tablets, for instance, the dog eats them and they basically kill fleas for up to a month or some shit like that. Like, they get this chemical in their body, it goes through their bloodstream and their blood becomes toxic to fleas. Well, the drops do sort of the same thing, except for the drops are accessed dermally, right? So it goes through your skin, or through their skin, sorry. You squirt it on the back of their neck. You got to make sure you part the hair a lot and expose their skin so that you can squirt the whole tube right on the back of the neck. And then you can't get them wet for like 30 minutes. The solution is waterproof because 30 minutes is the absorption time for the solution into the skin. And once it's absorbed, anything left on the topical area is just like a residue, like an oily residue. I wasn't sure if that bus was stopping or not. They are. I beat the bus. Fuck yeah. But yeah, like, it's absorbed through the dermal layer, so it is waterproof after 30 minutes after the application because it's already into their skin. Like, it doesn't just fester there for like a month, like a big glob of snot on the back of her neck. So, however, I bought the Hearts version from Walmart. Now, Keep in mind, Revolution's 20 bucks for one tube. The heart shit was $8 for 3 tubes. And it didn't work worth a fuck. But I did notice the other night I bathed Oreo, and I took a tip from the internet. So I filled the tub up with water, basically so it was like almost touching Oreo's belly when he was in the tub. And then I used Dawn dish soap. The internet recommended it. Said Dawn dish soap is really safe on pets, and it really not safe on fleas because it just dries them out or some shit. And sure enough, so I lathered Oreo up just as I started at his head. I got that all lathered up first, and then I worked his back, and I could actually see the fleas, like either A, leaping off of him, or B, trying to leap to his head, but realizing, fuck, we're cornered. So they're all leaping off into the water. And I was able to deflea him with a dollar store fucking Dawn dish soap. Dollar store bottle of Dawn dish soap, which is actually Dawn dish soap. It's not some generic knockoff just because I got it from the buck store. So that's pretty awesome that worked. But problem is you know, I get him out of the bathtub, I towel him off, and then I let him outside and stuff, and within like an hour after washing him, he started scratching again. He already had fleas back because the house is contaminated. So I made this flea spray, I think I showed you guys already, and it semi-works, but I'm gonna have to break out the big guns. I think we're gonna have to go to PetSmart. Well, first I gotta buy that shit, that Revolutions for Oreo. I gotta get him on the Revolutions. I want to buy Scamper's next couple treatments. That is the weirdest looking Kia I've ever seen in my life. It looks all sporty and shit, but it's just a Rio. I'm pretty sure it's going to be doing a left-hand turn, and you'll see it in a minute. As long as this van doesn't cock block me. I don't even know if you can see it, but there it goes. Trying to be all sporty, but bud, you're a Kia Rio, all 120 horsepower of it. Yeah, I gotta go talk. I gotta call the vet tomorrow and see if I can go pick that shit up, that Revolution, because the vet that I brought Scampers to, they wanted to sell it to me to Oreo, but they wanted Oreo to go in there for an inspection, like, and he just recently had a vet trip. He was recently dewormed and all that shit. Like, he's all up to date on his shots, his rabies shots, and all his other shots. He's got the parvo shot. He got the deworming pill in case, you know, they just preemptive fucking strike or whatever. I don't know. They just basically they treated him and stuff, and he's all good to go for another year. But yeah, fucking stupid. Basically, I think what it is some dogs do have an allergic reaction to Revolution. They have sensitive skin, and so far Oreo, like, I was able to put the cheap shit on him and he was fine. So I'm pretty sure the expensive shit won't hurt him. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what the vet says. So I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow, give his vet a call, and see if I can go pick up 3 months supply of that for him, and then I'm gonna go to Scamper's vet, pick up her other 2 months supplies, because October 1st I need to reapply it to Scamper's, and go from there. And that literally happens next Thursday. I'm vaping on a pumpkin spice vape. Still haven't heard anything back from the big bosses as per my request to be done in January. So I'm questioning if we're going to be done in January regardless, if it's just going to happen. You know, like, is that it? Like, just keep in mind, October 1st, which is next Thursday, which I'm not at work, and, you know, usually the rule is anything that's good that's going to happen happens on a Thursday. Like, anything worth talking about happens on a Thursday, Friday at work. It's been like that since I started working there. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, usually pretty uneventful except for an outage. Thursday and Friday, that's when news bombs drop. Thursdays and Fridays are when I'm off work. Like when my old boss got fired and walked out of the building. That happened on a Thursday. I had no idea. I was at home doing my own thing. All of a sudden, I got a text from Bruce saying they just walked him out. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, why? Well, they fired him. For what? Like, none of us had a clue that he was getting fired. And they just walked him out. So that's pretty fucked. So I'm expecting to hear hopefully something soon. But I have a feeling when they let me go, they're going to let the other guy go. And our schedule is going to get changed. In the new year, it'll be new hours. It'll probably be Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And me and the other guy will be gone. Which will be alright. You know what? That'll be fine. Because, like, I have a plan. Obviously, I'm going to get banged on taxes for this shit. So, I figure if they're skimming 30% right off the top of the severance pay. Like some people, when they get a severance, they get the whole fucking chunk. Like if you're getting a $100,000 severance package, they give you $100,000. Well, what the company that I'm working for is doing is they're taking 30% right off the top. So instead of $100,000, you walk out with $70,000. $30,000 goes right to the gov for income tax. So we did the math, and if I put an extra $10,000, like this is, that's not what I'm getting for my severance, guys. I was using that for an example, but I did the math. If I put an extra 10 grand into my RSPs, retirement savings plan, I put $10,000 into it. When it comes time to do my taxes in April next year, I will get back about $3,600, which I then plan on reinvesting into more RSPs. Okay, and I plan on putting an extra, I want to put 5 grand in. I need to put at least 5 grand in for RSPs, and the following year I won't pay shit for taxes. I'll actually get some money back, like maybe a couple $100. So I won't get too fucked over on the severance, but that's if I get out January 1st. That's why, like, this is a prime thing. That, you know what, there's other jobs out there. I'm not too worried about it. Worst case in Ontario, I can go take a temp job over at fucking this call center here in town. They don't pay much. They pay about 16 bucks an hour, which is fine, but you're not doing the same work I'm doing now. You're doing a lot easier work. You know, so instead of dealing with like 7 or 9 different products, you deal with one product, you're a pro in that market, and you get the job done, and it's all inbound calls. It's not outbound calls, which is perfect, because I'd never want to work at an outbound call center. That's ridiculous. But that's only as a last resort if I need to make cash. Like once I got all my debt paid off to run the house every month, it's like literally 1,300 bucks. So I should be able to live for a while off of what's left over after paying off all my debt. I did the math last night, and I'm going to have a substantial amount, like enough to where I could actually buy a car and live for a year. But I'm not going to buy a new car. I'm just going to fix this thing up. You know, put plugs, wires, new struts, tires, whatever I don't do already. I'm going to get done to the car, get it all up to par, and get it ready to go. And then, you know, new tires and shit. And then rock the winter, and then figure out what I'm going to do next year. Because like I said, there is a job opportunity, but the job's not available yet. They're still working on some credentials. Find out what happens with that. But anyway, people, sorry for making this vlog all weird and shit. I'm still not feeling 100%. My brain feels heavy. Like, you know that feeling? But anyway, I'm going to shut her down. So thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.